Morning, Abotai. Not only is it asur to retain actual chametz on Pesach, like bread and pasta and cookies, it's also asur to retain chametz mixtures, which is called ta'arovet chametz. The Mishnah in Masechet Pesachim Daf Mem Bet derives this from kutach. Kutach was like a Babylonian yogurt that they had mixed with breadcrumbs. The Gemara says that if a person owns that on Pesach, he transgresses the prohibition of bal yareh bal yimatzeh, owning chametz on Pesach. So the halacha is that you have to make sure not only to get rid of actual chametz, you have to get rid of chametz mixtures as well, and chametz derivatives like whiskeys, beers, all of these things come from chametz, so a person has to get rid of these things as well. Another thing that's important to know is if the mixture is completely inedible, unfit for human consumption, such as, for instance, glues, shoe polish, cosmetics, deodorants, colognes, things of that nature, even if they do contain chametz, since they're completely putrid, it is mutar to own and use such products on Pesach. Now, with regards to dairy products, in the process of cheese making, sometimes they can add chametz ingredients to the cheese process, and therefore all cheeses require respectable kashrut for Pesach. With regards to milk, interestingly, the halacha is that most poskim agree, even regular milk, sometimes they even add vitamins that may have chametz derivatives. As long as you're purchasing the milk before Pesach, milk does not require a special kashrut for Pesach. You just have to buy it before. Many of them do have, so that's wonderful. But meikar adin, milk does not require kashrut lePesach. The poskim do discuss, though, what's the halacha about drinking milk from a cow that's owned by a goy, and the goy feeds it chametz over Pesach. Ben Ish Chai discusses this in Parashat Tzav in his Hilchot Pesach, and he says that it's asur because you are benefiting indirectly from the chametz that is being fed to the cow. Maran Zichrono Livracha in Halichot Olam Chelik Aleph disagrees. He says la halacha, there's room to be mekel, even if, especially if we're not sure if the goy is feeding chametz to the cow on Pesach, but even if we do know, the halacha is that the milk is not chametz, it's a totally new object, and therefore it's mutar to drink such milk on Pesach. Now, with regards to smoking and vaping on Pesach, smoking and vaping are asur. Let's get that straight for a second. But for those who are smoking and vaping anyway, you do not need specific cigarettes with kashrut lePesach, even if they use the glue that's used. It comes from chametz derivatives. The Abit in a Sefer Muruk Tzian Siman Taf Mem Bet says that that's fine. It's nifsal me'achilat hakelev, and it's perfectly permissible. Vapes are a totally different thing. Vapes are filled with liquids that many times have chametz derivatives inside. The vape juice, the liquid, many times has very good flavor. You can ask people who vape, sometimes it's not meant to drink, but they have a little bit of the liquid left on their lips, and it tastes pretty good. Over there, it is machloket, but the vast majority of poskei zmanenu hold, they have to make sure that you're, I don't know if they make kosher lePesach vapes, but you have to make sure, look into kashrut agencies lists or whatever it is, to make sure that there are no chametz derivatives or concerns in that liquid, because it would be problematic to use those vapes or e-cigarettes on over Pesach. Have a wonderful day.